All right, let's quickly finish the first chapter of The Secret of the Indian. Sorry it cut out before. That should not be a problem in future videos. Omri's parents went to look at their bedroom where the small soldiers had attacked the skinheads in the previous book and have now come back. Then both parents reappeared. Their faces had changed. Omri, Patrick, I think we'd better hear the whole story before the police arrive. Come in here. With extreme reluctance, the boys went through the dividing door between the bathroom and the bedroom for the second time that evening. The place looked terrible. All the dressing table drawers and those of the chest of drawers were pulled out, their contents strewn about. The double bed had been knocked askew. A chair had gone flying. The wardrobe door was swinging open. Omri had set his mother's little jewel cupboard back on its feet, but its door, too, was open. But with the lights full on, the thing the boys were most painfully aware of was the holes, little pinholes made by the tiny bullets, and not so little ones made by the miniature mortars and hand grenades that had missed their targets and hit the wall and the head and foot of the bed. It seemed ludicrous to Omri now, looking at them, that he'd had even a faint hope his parents might not notice them. They might be a bit nearsighted, but after all, they weren't blind. The room looked pockmarked, and indeed his father was already running his finger over the white wall above the bedhead. "What's been going on here, boys?" he said in a new tone of voice. Patrick and Omri glanced at each other, opened their mouths, and closed them again. "Well?" It wasn't a bark this time. It was just a question filled with curiosity. After all, from a grown-up's point of view, what could make those tiny marks? At that moment there was a loud policemanly ring, and a double knock on the door. Omri's father gave the boys a look that said, "This is only a short postponement," and left the room. They heard him running downstairs, and they all trailed after him. Halfway down he paused. "Good Lord, did you see this, Jane? I didn't notice as we came up. One of the banisters has been broken." Eager to explain something that could be explained, Omri volunteered the information that one of the burglars had fallen downstairs in his hurry to get out. His father looked up at him. "You boys must have thrown a real scare into them." "Lionel," said Omri's mother suddenly, "what? Shouldn't we hear what the boys have to say before the police talk to them?" He hesitated. The bell rang again, commandingly. "Too late now," he said, and hurried to open the door to the police. And that's the end of the first chapter.